Hi everyone. So today was one of those days that sometimes I just wished I'd turned the horses out straight away. It was so windy this morning that everything I tried when I rode seemed to be conspiring against me. Plastic blowing at you, indoor school banging, wind whipping across the outdoor school, so wherever I went I didn't seem to be winning. I did get them all ridden, but we had a little incident with everything. Nothing major, but spooking and plastic blowing at you and such. So sometimes you think, oh, I wish I'd just turned them out in the field. But anyway, we got ridden and they all went out in the field. And we're just really cruising towards our first outing next week, next Friday, which will be a training show. Can't wait. I'm just waiting to get my lorry back because I've taken it in to have the partitions sorted because they're a bit scrappy, a bit scruffy. So I'm looking forward to having the lorry back next week with proper partitions in. And I think Fanta, Lexi and Sunny will be going to the training show. You can see it's quite nice now. Now they're all fed and hayed. So the training show next week, really looking forward to that. We're looking forward to seeing everyone. So this week with the horses, we've got outside, we've worked them a little bit. One of my personal successes was taking Romeo, the 4-year-old, out into the outdoor school for the first time and working him. So I had a couple of nice ladies on their horses as babysitters. So he was a really good boy. So we did that. I've got a nice little schooling livery in for one of my academy girls. So I've been working him. And I'll show some videos of us using the canter track again. So that's another one of my personal little successes. It doesn't seem much, but when you've had a bit of an accident, you try and keep yourself safe for as much as you can. So I'm very, very lucky to have the indoor school. So I've got my fitness up and I've got the horses in there. Plus it's been winter, so going in the indoor is so much better. But I do love to work them in the outdoor quite a lot. The bigger horses I find work better in a bigger space. So especially as the weather gets better, I'll be working them on the top field as well. I think you can really work their canter properly outside in a bigger space. Our arena is 20 by 60, so it's a bit tight on the corners for the big horses. So we've got them up the canter track and out in the outdoor school, which I love. So I'll show you some videos of that. I did a couple of little bounces with the bigger horses today. I got a water tray out. The plan was to pop the young ones over the water tray as well, but I gave up after we'd banged and spooked and crashed our way around in the indoor for a bit. I got a bit of sense out of them, and then I thought I'd better take them for a hack. So that never be afraid to leave it to another day. Sometimes you just have to leave it to another day. But the big horses, to be honest, by the time I got them in the indoor, it wasn't quite so bangy and windy. So it's Friday afternoon, and I don't have to teach on a Friday afternoon. The great thing through lockdown, I've been able to teach my liveries and sharers horses that are on site. So I've still been quite busy teaching, but on a Friday afternoon I don't teach. So it's lovely to just be able to get on the yard, groom horses, clip, do little jobs that I haven't got time to do through the week, because normally if I'm riding and then I have a quick sit down for lunch, then I'm teaching, and probably days don't finish till sort of 8 o'clock in the evening. So Friday, Saturday, Sundays, it's really nice to be able to be on the yard, because I do love to be on the yard and see what's going on, help the girls. So I will post some videos and let you know what we've been getting up to this week. But like I say, little personal successes this week: getting Romeo out in the outdoor, going up the canter track with my 2 big horses. I haven't really had Sunny up the canter track since he dumped me just before Hicks did last year. So he's quite spooky and he'll spook away from things in the hedge. So as you're cantering up the canter track and having a lovely time, last year I then woke up on the grass, flat on my back, wondering how I got there. So a few days before Hicks did, I knocked myself out. I think he dragged me a little bit as well because my boot was halfway down the track. So it wasn't that pleasant. So it's little things like that, building your confidence back up. You know, I can jump him and do all that, but actually cantering up the canter track was another little thing that I needed to get sorted and done. So he's been working up and down there quite nicely this week. Same with Lexi. Lexi does love to work, and because he's such a big horse, up the canter track, up the hill, he does really work his canter very well. So, and I've got a lovely little schooling livery in for one of my academy girls, little grey horse who's evented and BS'd up to about Fox Hunter. So I've had him out. He's had a nice canter up the canter track, and we're doing a bit of schooling. I'll give her a bit of help with that, as they've just bought that. So we've had a really nice week. And like I say, cruising towards our first getaways next week. Looking forward to seeing everyone. Woo! So this is our canter track. It's great to come out on a nice day and get them away from walls. It's lovely to not have walls around you sometimes. My very clever partner Daryl has just extended it, so it did start in this bottom corner. We've now got right up the hill as well. So if we come right-handed, we can canter up the hill this way. If we come left-handed this way, we come around the corner and we've got a nice hill to canter up. As you can see, I'm no race rider or event rider. I'm taking it fairly steady at the moment. You can sort of have a nice go up this hill, and it has got a good pull. And you go all the way up the hill to the top and you carry on to the left, go round the corner, and you can go quite a bit along that top bit. So it's a good pull. Halfway up the hill there's a tyre jump, so they all spook at that, so you just have to watch where they go. I'm sure if this little horse was aimed at it, he'd have flown it, but he had a good look at it instead. But it's a really super sort of way of getting them fit. This is Lexi. Like I say, I'm no jockey at the moment, but he sort of does work very well. This is the top end that you didn't see with me on the little grey horse. So it is a really nice sort of distance now to canter. This is Romeo out in the outdoors. So our outdoor's 60 by 30, so it is wider than the indoor. So it means instead of having to sort of spin them quite tightly around the corner, it just gives you that little bit more space. And we're up on our hay field then, just hacking with my ladies. So this field we cut for hay every year, and it does normally see us through till about January. We do have to buy some in then. And then a little exercise I just set up for the horses this morning. Lexi, as you can see, did his flying change really well today to the right. It was just a little bit tight. I didn't really set up the jumps very well today. I just wanted a water tray out and a little bounce. Ideally for Sonny, because he's felt a little bit sort of lethargic, I suppose. He needs a show. So I thought they could just have a little pop through some bounces, get the water trays out. So we're up and ready to go. He had been spooking at that top end.